Hello, welcome to this new weekly vlog. This is gonna be only me reading Kindle books. I'm only gonna read books on Kindle this week. Last week I read just only books, and I I love reading a good book. I love the smell of a good book. Like, look how floppy. Like, come on, this book is so just and the smell of the pages. Love the smell of the pages. Love a good book, but sometimes it's nice to have one on my Kindle, or me, I just read it on my tablet because I have my little clicker and it's like my page turner. So I get all comfy on a couch or in bed and just start clicking away through pages. It's a great time. So I have a list of like 4 books that I'm really trying to read this week. I know for sure one of them I can read in a day. So I'm gonna leave it on a day that I know is gonna be a little bit harder to like get things done, like so I could squeeze it in. But I have Her Story So Far, which is an arc that I got approved for. Um, Beguiled, it's also an arc that I have been approved for. And then Wanted by the Alien Warden, it's by Ursa Dax. It's the 4th book of the Cowboy Colony Mail Order Bride series. It's the 4th book. It's the most recent one that came out. I think it came out last month. I do want to read it because I don't know if that's going to be the last one. And I do want to get caught up in that series. So I do want to read that. But the one I'm going to read right now is Bonds of the Forsaken by Olivia K. Moto. So I was approved for the second book. Once I got approved for the second book, I was like, hey, I'm going to read the first one. And then I want to read the second one pretty soon after. I don't want to wait months to read it. I want to read them pretty close together. So I have, let me see, where is it? The synopsis on here. I haven't looked at the synopsis of either one. I just loved the book covers. They were gorgeous. And I'm total me book. I already know. In a world of forbidden magic, fate plays a cruel game, binding 5 souls to the one mate who could destroy them. This fate prince is going to be the death of me. He's a spoiled party boy whose only skills are flirting, and well, there's a reason his special piercings are famous. Not that I care. I refuse to get involved with that arrogant bastard, especially since the shadow monster he barely keeps contained will kill us both if given the chance. But when he's assigned to the most important mission of my career, I can't afford to walk away. Not when staying risks me being caught by the Empire's most deadly mage hunter. He insists our single toe curling kiss bewitched him and is obsessed with proving I'm hiding magic that could threaten the world. I'll do anything to keep him from discovering how close he is to the truth. Can I around the growly mage hunter and outwit the seductive prince of shadows in time to complete my mission, life, sanity, and secrets intact? OMG. I did not know it was about a place full of dragons, monsters, twisted magic, and a painful truth that could change everything. Oh my God, I'm going to love this book. I already know. I love reverse harem because I think that's one of the descriptions on here is reverse harem. Multiple POV fantasy phase shifters. I mean, oh, I'm going to eat this up. I'm going to eat this up. I already know. And I know the moment I finish this book, I'm going to want to pick up the next one, but I'm not going to because I have it to where I'm going to read it possibly next week when I'm continuing series because I'm starting a new um like series of just continuing series, like trying to continue like move in my series and trying to knock down all my series. So I think I want to read it then. If I finish all 4 of these books this week and I had nothing else to read, I'm most likely going to pick it up, in all honesty. But we'll see. We'll see. But I am so excited to start this. Like, just the cover is absolutely gorgeous. I love the cover. So I am very excited to start this book. I'm going to try to get some video editing done right now, and then I'm going to start reading. So I will come back when I have an update. Hey, so it is now Tuesday, and I do have an update on my book. I started Bonds of the Forsaken by Olivia K. Moto. And I'm 50% of the way through, and it's good. It's really good. I'm loving because it's like a totally different world, kind of like how Fourth Wing's a different world. So it's different. So right now there has been no romance. You're learning all about this world, and like there are dragons, but they're riderless and they don't speak to people anymore. Anyways, I had to parent my children, and I don't know what is going on with my bangs today. I cannot get my bangs to cooperate. I don't know why this is flipping out. This is curling. I don't know what the hell is going on. So just ignore the bangs. Ignore the bangs for now. They're not doing what I want them to do. Anyways, so there's dragons, there's creatures that look like horses, but they have feathers on them, but they kind of have like a unicorn, like horn, and like the whole world is just super, super interesting. And I'm like, okay, so I think on the description it said something about 5 mates. I don't know, like 5 people she's supposed to be with, but I'm thinking so far I've been introduced to 3, but for sure 2, but nothing has happened. Everybody's kind of fighting their feelings for each other. So I'm already at 50%. There's still no romance. One guy is like completely obsessed with her, and he's mad because she thinks that he performed magic on him to make him like obsessed with her because he can't focus on anything but her. And she never did. And she's just like, what is your problem? Like, oh my God, like it is bad. It is so bad. He is so unhinged. And I don't really understand that. And then the other guy that's like with her, he's fighting his feelings for her, and she's fighting her feelings for him. And, you know, she has magic, but she hides it. He has magic, he also hides it, because where they're at, they're not supposed to have magic, and like bad things can happen. But now they're on a quest. And I love a good quest because, especially like in a world like this, you learn more about the world. And I do really appreciate that there's been no romance yet, 50% of the way through, because I'm learning about the world. I'm getting as much information about the world as possible. I think the romance is going to hit actually pretty soon. Like they keep making sexual innuendos and stuff like that, but nothing has actually happened. And I do really, really appreciate that. And there's been a few little plot twists here and there already. And I am just really, really intrigued. And I really want to finish this book today. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Just the past few days, like yesterday and today, my kids are not cooperating. They don't want to listen to me at all. They're running amok. I'm a little frustrated. I mean, nothing else is new there, but I'm like, you guys need to get your shit together. Like, I don't understand what is happening. Like, they're just like losing their ever loving minds, and they don't know how to act, and so they're just acting out. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But this morning, my husband and I and my son, we were all sitting in the living room before my husband went to work, and I was sitting reading, and somebody came up to my house and put a package and then left, and I could not tell who it was or anything. It was my cousin. She lives by me, so she went for a walk, and her daughter-in-law and her son are making these tags. And it's so freaking cute. It just hangs on their basket. So I have one for Oliver, which my daughter picked the color, and this is my favorite color of all time. But this is how they packaged it. It's so freaking cute. So I'm really excited to put these on my kids' Easter baskets. I'm gonna try and link. I don't know if she has like a shop or if it's just on Instagram, but I'm gonna try to link it. Because they were just here for my cousin's daughter's baby shower, which was her sister-in-law baby shower. So she brought them down with her before she but oh my God, I just blinked because a text just came up on my phone screen and I just read it. Anyways, so she brought them down with her, so I didn't have to pay for shipping, but I think I only paid $6 for each. That is not bad. And they're like hard plastic. Like, they're real nice. I really do like them. They're not bendy. There's no give. They're done very, very well. I mean, they're really really nice. So I'm going to try to link them in the description. I think I'm also going to put a post up, but I'm really liking these. They're super cute. She does have ones that have like cars and stuff. She has a bunch of different stuff. So I'll try to link it. But yeah, my kids were actually really excited to see those today. So I did text her and she's like, I was gonna text you, but I left my phone at home. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. Cause me and my husband were like, who's coming up to our door? Like, is a stranger coming up to our door leaving a package? It was so funny. But yeah, so I'm gonna continue reading. I have all my laundry. I'm doing literally, this is one load of my laundry. I just folded it, put it down. That's it. I'm doing another load because we got a bunch of Easter clothes. So I did that with a little bit of our other clothes, wash that. And now I'm doing a third load. So I'm just going to start piling them all up and put them all away at one time instead of doing it 3 times today. Just do it one time. And then I got to do whites and towels too. My kids have like no clothes in their hampers right now. So I'm fine. But I just need whites and towels and then I'm done with laundry this week. Well, then I have to do another load of ours because my laundry, I have to do my laundry like every 3 days because we like right now we're wearing a lot of jeans, a lot of jackets, long sleeves, and we're transitioning into spring because some days are still pretty cold, some days are getting warm. So with always wearing a bunch of jeans and stuff in the summer, I wear a bunch of shorts, and so it takes me almost a week to fill up my hamper. But now with the bulkier clothes, it's taking like 3 days. So yeah, we're gonna see because my husband, he works in a pharmacy, so he has to wear scrubs. And then when he gets home, he changes. And then to go to sleep, he changes again. So he goes into multiple outfits a day. I don't do that. I wear one outfit and then I wear my pajamas. That's it. But my husband wears more than one outfit a day. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna go read this book because I'm really having a hard time putting it down to do laundry or do dishes. Like my dishwasher's on right now. My washer machine is on. And I'm like, okay, so now I could just sit. But then my kids need me and then I'm getting frustrated because I literally don't want to stop reading this book. It's not like 5-star writing, but it's really gripping my attention. And I do have to say, instead of saying like you're being a piece of shit, they say gremlin shit. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to use that in my vocabulary. My everyday talk gremlin shit. I think that is hilarious. It is so funny. But yeah, so I'm going to go read and I'm going to try to come back maybe at 75% or once the romance finally kicks in because I'm at 50. I'm literally chapter 33. Her name is Kaya. And I always have mine on dark mode. Always have it on dark mode. But I'm 51% of the way through and I always have it on my tablet. I'm not a big fan of my Kindle. But yeah, so I'm going to go read this and continue cleaning. I don't want to clean. I just want to read, but you got to do what you got to do. Okay. I am 56% of the way through this book, chapter 36. I've only read 3 chapters since the last time I updated, and it's going down. The spice is about to hit, and I don't know if I'm prepared. I don't know if I'm prepared. I don't know if I'm ready. I really want to read it, and I already know it's going to be intense, mainly because the guy she's with, he has this thing called charisma, and it's like almost like his energy source in a way. That's the best way I can explain it. And it's very low, like he almost died, like he has to sleep with people to get like almost like a incubus or succubus type of thing. But like he doesn't kill people, he just takes some of their essence or whatever to refill his charisma, but he was dying. So she was able to strengthen the bond between them, and now they're just like really feeling each other, and now they're going to go at it. And they're in a town, well, it's technically in ruins, and they're all alone. They're the only people around. So let's read this scene. I'm so excited. Okay, I read the 1 chapter. The spice was good. Spice is great. I'm confused. What? Tell me, what just happened? I don't understand. They do the deed. They don't actually do the full deed, but spice, whatever. And then right after that, he hears something, and then all of a sudden there's 3 wolves, and they're freaking out. And two of them change into people. One says, how can my mate be with another person? And then all of a sudden, one of the other guys, like he was a wolf or something, and he shifts and it's one of the other guys from previous, and now I'm confused. I don't understand what's happening. So the past guy is supposed to be one. I'm assuming this guy that she just had, adult time with, sexy time with, is one. Maybe a wolf is one too. And then maybe the other guy. So it'd be like four. I don't know. I am so confused. I literally only read a chapter. I read 2%. And I'm confused. I don't know what just happened. And now I'm at the chapter of the other guy, but it's 3 days earlier, and I'm like, no, why are we jumping back? I'm confused. I don't. I have to keep reading. That's the only way I'm going to figure out what the heck happened. What's happening? I'm so confused. I'm going to come back whenever things get figured out, because what the hell just happened? What was that ending? I want to know. I'm freaking out. So we technically meet 4 of the 5 mates, and it says on there that she's gonna have 5. We meet 4 of them. I don't even have words. I wanted to cry. I still want to cry. I just finished the book like literally 0.2 seconds ago. I really thought, because I saw on the bottom, I was like, okay, we still have 4 minutes left. Oh no, the next page was done. I was like, it cannot end like that. It's like an ending like in Fourth Wing. Like the endings are just so tragic. This was absolutely gut-wrenching. This is a 5-star book. I have no notes. I have no complaints. I cannot, like, I need to read the next one. I need to read everything she ever writes. Like, she's an auto-buy author for sure. I need this book in my possession, like right now. I need the next one, like right now. I have the arc of the book. I do have the arc, and I want to read it so bad, but I'm going to try to read that one next week, because I'm going to be doing a continuing series video next week. So then this series will be done. I don't know if there's going to be any more, but oh my God, this world is amazing. I love this world. It's so interesting, the things that happen. And like literally at the very end, we're met with the 4th mate of hers. And I mean, oh, I literally feel like she ripped into my chest and tore out my heart. And I couldn't guess anything that was going to happen in this book. Not a damn freaking thing. It was so damn good. I literally, when I read that last thing, I went, no, that's not happening. That is not happening. That is not what just happened. And I just stared at the screen and reread the last lines over and over and over. My heart was just ripped out of my chest. And I was going to start another book tonight, and I don't know if I physically can. I don't know if I physically can start another book. If I start one, I'll let you know tomorrow, because I am not okay. And I have not done laundry because I could not focus. I could not, I could not do it. I just kept thinking. I was trying to put it away, and all I could think about was the book, and I couldn't do it. So I'm in the struggle bus right now. I'm in my feels. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. So it's Wednesday. I tried to pick up a book yesterday. It was Her Story to Tell by Jill Carlisle. I think that's what it was. I couldn't do it. I DNF'd it. I just don't think it's a book for me. I'm trying to get into more thought-provoking books. I really am trying, but it's just, I was so bored, and I really didn't want to read about her losing her husband. and her trying to find a new love. And I was just like, after 30 years of marriage, I was like, and her husband dying of cancer, I was like, okay, no, this is too much for me. I don't generally like books that are like super like that. I just don't. So I DNF'd it. And then I started Beguiled by Ivy Wild. And I mean, it only has like 3.5 stars online, but I mean, it's her debut, and I'm enjoying it. I'm like 30% of the way through. I still don't really know what's going on. I don't know how to explain it. It's this girl named Talia, and she has a shitty home life. Very, very shitty home life. It is like so sad. And her parents died in a car accident, but she has amnesia. She doesn't remember her parents. And she is with an aunt. And the aunt is mean to her, abusive, takes her money. She's been working in a bar for years. They all think she's 24 when she's only 20. And the aunt takes like all of her money and everything, and she makes a new friend. And there are fae, and supposedly she is betrothed to one of the fae, and he finds her in the human world and like starts to hang out with her and everything, and they're very attracted to each other. And I'm at the point where he takes her back to the fae world because that's supposedly where she's from, and she's trying to figure everything out. And that's where I stopped. I don't know really where the story's going. I don't really know what the plot is too much. Like, I know that they're trying to get her to remember, but they're not trying to do it to where she actually like hurts herself, like, because it has something to do with her brain. And they were worried that she wouldn't remember anything ever again. So they want to do it in a way that like keeps her safe. But like, there's some group that's trying to like kill her, or like get rid of the anarchy or something. Something's going on. I'm not quite sure. And I mean, I'm only 30%. You would think I would know a little bit more, but I don't. So I'm really curious because the main guy, it's Casimir. I think it's Casimir. He has a twin named Rune, but Rune was in love with her before she was gone. And but she's betrothed to Casimir, but she is like into both of them, kind of. Yeah, and then one of them makes a comment about a bond, and now I'm confused even more because I don't think this is a why choose. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's happening, and I really want to know what is going on in this book. But I'm really hoping to finish it today. I have so much dishes and laundry to get done because yesterday I couldn't put the book down that I was reading yesterday. I could not put it down. The Bonds of the Forsaken. I couldn't put it down. So I didn't do any laundry. I was supposed to do like 3 loads of my laundry. I only did 1. So today is the day I need to do laundry. I need to do other stuff. I'm like, dang it. Like, I'm mad at myself for just not having my shit together yesterday because I just could not. And then my heart broke, and then I just could not function afterwards. And I did Beguiled afterwards. It didn't put me in a book slump. I got into it directly, was fine. I just don't think her story to tell is for me. It's just it's not a me type of book. I'm not really one to go into those. I like the romances. I like only like a few though. I have to have some form of high stakes. Like when I read Pucking Around, it is the guy's trying to get to the Olympics, and it's like really important for him to go, and they're NHL players, and so there's a lot of adrenaline. Like that has my attention. But when it's just like, oh, well, you dated my sister, so I can't date you. It's like, well, that's just a little boring. It doesn't pique my interest. So I generally read a lot of fantasy. I am a big, big fantasy reader. I have been a big fantasy reader ever since I started reading, which, mind you, first books I read were Twilight. So those are the books I stick with. I mainly read fantasy, fantasy romance. I am very limited in sci-fi. I'm starting to get into sci-fi, and that is thanks to Hell Runner. That one is such a good book, and I just cannot wait. No, it's Heaven Breaker. The next one's Hell Runner. I need that book like I need air. Like, I'm not kidding. Heaven Breaker, I think about that book every single day. Like, I love Fourth Wing. I love all those. Heaven Breaker, I can't. I need more. I need that second book like I need air. Like, I'm not kidding. Think about it every day, and I'm just like, okay, this many days till the book comes out, this many days until the next book comes out. Like, I'm counting down. It is sad. I have not been this obsessed with a book in a very long time. Like, I love all these books. Like, I love pucking around. I want to continue, but I've never had a book that I think about every single day, and I need to reread it before the next one comes out and then read that one immediately. Like, I need to do that. I don't know what it is, but I'm getting into sci-fi. I really want to get into classics too, and like retellings of classics, because I like The Tainted Cup. I like The Tainted Cup. I was a Sherlock Holmes Watson retelling, and I'm like, I want to read like a classic and then read some retellings of it. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know what this rant's about. I was doing a book review, updating you about the book I read, and I just went on a complete tangent. So yeah, I'm going to go clean and continue reading. And let's see if I finish this book today. Okay, I wanted to do an outfit of the day. I don't ever normally get ready, but you know, I got to get my oil change done. I got a bunch of stuff to do, and I'm not going to have the kids. So I decided to get myself together. So these jeans, I think I got them Amazon. These shoes are years old. All my other ones, my black ones broke last year. So yeah, this shirt is from Amazon. This is from Amazon. It also comes with a pair of shorts that are the exact same color, but I don't know what happened to them. They're like all ripped up and stuff. I have my necklace on that my sister got us. It has our flowers on it. Focus. Don't focus on my phone. Focus on the necklace. Oh, no, it's not gonna focus. Anyways, and then I have my clay earrings on. I actually did my hair. I did my makeup, which that's very rare too for me to do my makeup. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be wearing when I go and get an oil change. I got fancy for an oil change. Not in my town either, so I have to do a little drive, and I'm going to read, and that is what I'm going to do today. Okay, so I'm going to do a book update real quick. I finished Beguiled by Ivy Wild. I gave it 3.5 stars, and I feel bad giving it 3.5 stars. Like, I actually struggled with my star rating for this one. I think I was just because I was kind of confused throughout the book, but also because when I downloaded it, it's an ARC. So when something was happening, like the point of views changed, but there was no name of whose point of view I was in. So I was a little confused. And I thought of, oh, that's just like Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass did the same thing. And I was always a little confused in those books too, of like whose point of view we're in when I'm reading. So that was the only thing, because like by this point, you guys know I get confused very easily. So yeah, and then some of the writing, like, it wasn't completely fluid. So there would be like fight scenes, and the fight scenes are very short. Now, and it just, everything got solved really quickly. Like every fight, like an assassin, she kills her mentor within 2 paragraphs. I'm like, wait, I wanted like a good fight. Like, this is the guy that trained this assassin. They should be able to pretty much fight the same. And she just immediately beheads him. And it's like, wait, that was really anticlimactic. I don't know. All the fight scenes were anticlimactic because there just wasn't enough of it to really make me feel invested in the fighting and being like, no, I don't want that person to die. Or, you know what? Yeah, get that person. Like, I never felt like that because the fighting scenes weren't long enough for me. I really wanted some intense scenes, or whenever any of the romance was kind of building, like it would start and stop very abruptly, and it wasn't very long. And I'm like, I wish it was more fluid and they would talk more about their feelings. They didn't really do that very much. So that's why I gave it 3.5 stars. I really wish that it was a little more descriptive in the romance department, that there was more communication in the romance department, that the fighting scenes were longer. it's 324 pages, and there were lots of fights and lots of war kind of stuff going on, but it didn't really explain the fighting scenes that well. So today I am going to go get an oil change around 1. And my daughter, why'd you put makeup on today? I wanted to get myself ready today. I wanted to feel pretty because I don't ever do my makeup. I don't ever do my hair. I straightened my hair. I do need to make an appointment to get more blonde put in. I need a cut. Like, I need a significant cut. I like my hair short, and this is just a little too long. I need a cut. I need it relayered. I need my bangs trimmed. I think what I'm going to do, because she moved from my town to 45 minutes away. Oh, I'm still going to her. She's doing exactly what I want her to do. She's doing it. I love getting my hair done by her, but also too, I'm getting a little bit of me time. So when I do that, that's like the day I'm going to try to like get all my errands done, get my hair done, all my other stuff done at the same time. So I really need like my bangs done. So I'm going to try to like almost do like curtain bangs until I go in and get it done, unless I'm going to go to where she's at. Then I'll quickly get a trim or something. I don't know. But I'm going to go get an oil change done. I need to go take like recycle cans and bottles. I need to do that because we're having a gender reveal at my house this weekend because my husband's sister is pregnant. So we're going to be doing her gender reveal, and I'm really excited. So they're all going to be in my backyard. And my backyard's a little bit of a mess because my dogs, because we have bags of cans and bottles, they ripped open the bags. And now they're playing with the bottles. And I can't keep them away from them. I don't know what it is. They don't ever like actual punctuate it. They just put their mouths on it and just hear the crinkle, and then they're happy. They don't actually eat any of the plastic. But I'm like, guys, come on. And they put the bottles all over my yard. Every day we're having to clean them up. It's really annoying. So I'm like, I just need to take them. And I have a bunch of like beer bottles. And I don't put them in a bag because then it get too heavy and I don't want the bag to rip. So I need to get a box and put those in. But my mom's going to have the kids today. So I'm going to go do that. Go to do my oil change, come back. Hopefully it doesn't take forever. Sometimes when I go, it takes like 2 hours. I don't know why it takes so long. Sometimes when it's just an oil change, I don't know. So that is why I'm going to take a book with me on my phone. It's Wanted by the Alien Warden by Ursa Dax. So the most recent one that came out in the Cowboy Colony Mail Order Bride Service. I think that's the series. I read the last 3 like a month ago, 2 months ago. I read all 3 of them back to back because I couldn't get enough. So now I'm going to read that one. And I really wonder how many more are going to come in this series. I don't know if there'll only be 4 or there'll be more. I don't know. But after that, I wrote down what books I wanted to read this week. And if I finish that today, then I have no more books and it's only Thursday. So I went looking in I have a little clear container and I have a bunch of book covers and they're all like categorized. I went into like the Academy one, and the one I picked Faded something. I don't know. I'll put the cover, but I don't remember exactly what it is, but I am very excited. I already downloaded it on my Kindle. So, because the alien ones from Ursa Dax, I finished those in a day. I can't put those down because they're so funny and they're so easy to read. I'm cackling. I laugh so hard. I take screenshots, highlight things. I send them to my husband. My husband's like, oh my God, what are you reading? I'm like, oh, it's filth. It's unhinged. It's just ridiculous. It is a good time. That is what I'm reading. So I'm really excited to start that. I'm probably going to start it soon because I don't have to leave for a while. I have to take my kids to my mom and then go to, I don't even think it's like 30 minutes away from me. I don't know. I've never timed it. We go there all the time, but I don't know. I think it's like 30 minutes away. I'm going to say 30 minutes. I'm going to give myself 30 minutes so I'm not late. Then after that, come home. I got to get all the bottles, the cans, and everything. Go turn those in. And then I think I need to go to the grocery store because I'm supposed to make something for Easter. And I think it's like, I don't know. My mom sent it to me. I need to look at what is supposed to be in the recipe. I don't know. I need to make it. So I need to go and get everything for it. And I think I'm going to also get milk because we go through like 2 to 3 gallons a week of milk. And I think I already grabbed the 2nd gallon for the week. And so I'm thinking I might go get a gallon so then we can at least last this weekend or like halfway into next week. So then we can go, because Easter weekend, I don't want to go shopping. But I also need to get everything for the gender reveal. And I'm like, maybe I'm going to send my husband to get that because she just wants to do like carne asada tacos, which is fine. Perfect. Easy. They're going to cook them while they're here. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have a good time. I might have my husband go and get the carne asada and have him, because I'm not good at buying meat. I'll be honest. My husband's the one that's very good at it. I might just make him go get it and get everything else that he might need. I might make him do that today. But we are going to try to make orange chicken tonight, and I am so excited. My husband really wants to make it, so we're going to make it. I already took out the chicken, and I'm really excited. And it's funny because it said orange marmalade, and I just thought of Paddington Bear. And my daughter right now is just watching the shit out of that. So I'm like, oh my God, that's kind of funny. Yeah, the whole marmalade thing is just hilarious. But yeah, so I'm going to stop yapping. And I'm going to go get my kids ready to go to my mom. And then I'm going to clean up, do some laundry in the meantime, and read. Hopefully. We'll see. Okay, I am doing an update on, everything. So I'm not turning in the cans and the bottles today because it is almost 3:30. They close at 4, and there's quite a few bags. So I don't even know if I can put all my bags in my car in one trip. I don't know. Also, mine near me, they close earlier sometimes. They say they close at 4, but I've gone when they've closed at 2. So I'm thinking Saturday morning, first thing, get those gone out of my backyard. That's my plan. Also, I'm not going to the grocery store because I'm going to take my husband with me, because if we have to get the carne asada meat, I would rather have my husband help and make sure we get enough. So we're going to go once he gets off. I haven't told him yet, but we're going. And then also, I'm not going to the bank today. We can do that on Saturday after we do the cans, everything. Just got to go to the bank. But I do have an update on my book. So I did start Wanted by the Alien Warden by Ursa Dax. I started it when I was sitting there because I got there like 15 minutes early. I'm always early to everything. So I got there 15 minutes early. By the time they told me to go back, I was already like 15% of the way through the book. So I was like, okay, not bad. So I sit there, and mind you, my point was at 1. I think I went into the room around 1:15, and it's like almost 3:30 now. I was like, okay, it took about like an hour. And I'm 45% of the way through. It's only 270 pages, and I was trying very hard not to laugh. I love these books so much. They are so funny. When I'm in a bad mood, if I read this, it helps me get out of that funk. So I like how it's Warden 10, that's TENN, and there is the girl. Oh my God, how am I forgetting her name already? It's been in there the whole time. Tasha. So Tasha didn't know that the aliens are convicts, and she's furious, so she was never informed. And she goes, well, I'm going to come in. I'm going to make sure these women are okay, because if they're not, we're not sending more brides. So she goes. And you can tell that her and 10, the warden, there's a connection, but they're fighting it. Both of them are really fighting it. And it is so funny. And she's insulted because she's the one that wrote the book that all 3 of these women hate. She wrote this book. And he has the book and he never read it. And she goes, oh, really? You're really curious as to why my stomach's growling? Maybe if you read the book, you would understand. I was like, oh my God, the banter. And I do have to say, I think there's going to be more books, because the way she's writing right now, we're in somebody else's point of view that's not even part of their group. That's a whole other warden with other convicts. And now we're in their points of views, and they're talking about getting brides. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be a really long series. I'm really hoping, because she's writing it as if there could be more books. I really want to have a book about Oaken because I think him and there's another one called Zorro. Those are the last two of Warden 10's convicts that he manages. And then now there's Warden Hallam, and then he has three that he's talking to. So I'm wondering if we're going to get a lot more books because these are such a silly, goofy, fun time. These are really, really, really good books. They're good to get you out of a funk. Like if you're in a book slump, read this. You're going to laugh your ass off. I love these books. I highly recommend these books. They're hilarious. And I love that Tasha is now going to be writing a book about the aliens, about learning their bodies and everything. And the girls, Darcy and Cherry, the first two girls from the first two books, they're so excited because they didn't get a book about these aliens because the girl didn't know anything about them. So now she's going to stay there for a month and she's going to literally write a whole book about these aliens for future human brides. So they are not so confused when they get to the planet. And I think that's really smart. I think that's a good idea. So I am probably just going to continue reading until my husband gets home. I'm going to see if I can finish it. I mean, I only have like 55% of it left, and I have about an hour until my husband gets home. So maybe I can. I don't know. I'm already at like got page 100 and something, and there's 270. So I'm like, I would only have like 160 pages left to read. So that's not bad. I mean, if anything, I'll just finish it tonight and then I will start a new book tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done because I have to still get my house ready for the gender reveal this weekend. Plus, Easter is at my mom's, but still, like, I have to get like my kids' outfits ready, the baskets. I have to do all that. And then my husband and I, which I want to record it, we are going to, there's a new thing in our town. My husband has seen it. He's asked if we should do it. It's $30 for somebody to come and put 25 eggs in your front yard. Or I think it was like $50 for 45 eggs or something like that. And they put them in your yard, in your front yard, and then your kids can go, like right when they wake up, they can go Easter egg hunting. So me and my husband were talking about doing it, and he decided, why don't we just do it ourselves? So we went everywhere. I could not find dang Easter eggs anywhere. Dollar Tree, nothing. So went to grocery outlet by my house and they had eggs. And they had bags of 30 and it was $2.99 for 30. I'm like, that is cheap. So I got 2 bags, so there'll be 60 eggs. And they had candy all right there. So I just got a few bags of candy and we're good. And then we got all the stuff for the baskets. So I'm thinking Friday night, we might kind of get all that kind of situated and hide it in my closet. But yeah, so we're going to probably wake up in the morning, have the baskets out, and then maybe have like a note from the bunny to say like, oh, I left something in your front yard, whatever, grab your baskets. And then they can go out like early in the morning in like their PJs. I think it'd be super cute if they go out there and just like hunt eggs early in the morning. They're going to hunt eggs at my mom's, and my mom's side, there'll be like 200 eggs. And there's not that many kids that hunt anymore. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only like 7 kids, and there'll be like 200 eggs. And now, like, we used to dye, like 5 dozen eggs. We used to dye those when I was younger, but there was like 20 kids. We used to dye that many, but now my mom only does like 2 dozen and not even. So, and then we always save the eggs, like we take them all out and then we cut them up and we make egg sandwiches out of them. And it's kind of fun because some of them are colored and it's fine to eat. But the kids kind of think it's fun that, oh my God, my egg sandwich is pink and purple. And yeah. So I'm really bad at yapping today. I don't know what it is. I was yapping off my sister-in-law's ear off earlier. I'm having a hard time not yapping. I think I'm just in a very good mood and I'm really enjoying the books I'm reading right now. And they're hilarious. They're hilarious. I'm dying. I'm dying in these books. They're so funny. I loved when her stomach was growling. He's like, why is your stomach growling at me? Is it mad at me? Oh, honey. get it together. We need communication. I need the romance to kick in. I want to know when it happens. I'm really curious. So I'm going to start reading. I'm going to see how much I can get done before my husband gets home. Hi. So I want to do an update. It's Monday. It's been a long weekend. Saturday we had to go to my mom's and dye Easter eggs with the kids. We tried to get a lot of stuff done that day to get ready for Sunday, because not only is, Sunday Easter, but also we were doing my sister-in-law's gender reveal. And Easter was fine. Nothing really happened during Easter. I'm updating my genre blanket at the moment. Anyway, I have 4 books that I need to put on here, so that is what I'm doing. Anyways, so I messed up. So we had Easter at my mom's, and then we came home, got everything ready for the gender reveal, and the gender reveal did not go as planned. The pool, how my husband wanted to do it, I had a feeling it wasn't going to work the way he wanted it, but he was just so excited, and I kept telling him, I don't know, maybe we need to do it a different way. And he's like, no, it's going to work. It's going to work. And I just kept saying, I don't know. It didn't work. It did not work the way we wanted it. So we ended up having to put a color in a bucket, and we just tossed it over a fence into the pool. And that's how everybody figured out that she's having a girl. And I am very, very excited. I had a feeling, because I've noticed I'm like the opposite of everybody. So a lot of people get sick when they have a girl and not a boy. I was never sick with my daughter, not once. And with my son, I was nauseous the entire time I was pregnant with him. So I knew she's having a girl, because I've also figured out, like, my sister's having a boy. She's never been sick. And I was like, okay, so I'm switched. And everybody I talk to, they're always sick when they have a girl, never sick when they have a boy. So I was like, well, okay. So all in all, it was fine. The whole weekend was good. There was a lot of drinking. Just, we all had a good time. It was really nice. But I did finish that day that I started on Thursday, Wanted by the Alien Warden by Ursa Dax. I finished it. And I gave it 4.5 stars. I love these books. I absolutely love these books. I can't get enough of them. I think I'm just like really liking that they are aliens and humans, and the commentary between them, because it's just like such a language barrier, and it's just really funny. I really do like that. So it's a silly, goofy, good time, and it really just makes me laugh out loud. And my husband's like, what's so funny? I'll tell him, and he's just like, wait, what? And then he thinks it's funny. And I really do appreciate these books a lot. They're really, really good. And so in this book, where I left off, because it was about 50%, she does meet up with the other warden and his like convicts that he manages. And they were studying the book, and she's asking them questions, to make sure like they're not going to hurt the women when they're sent there. They're very good men. And there is one man that's coming from 10, the warden, coming from his province. He's meeting up with them, and something really bad happens. That this guy, his name is Zorro, his dad was a surgeon, and he watched his dad do surgeries all the time as a child, and he's very like into all of that stuff also. So he gets there, somebody's hurt, and he ends up, saving them. And man, there was a moment that I was going to go pick up my kids, and it was so sad, and there was like an eye-opening moment, and feelings were revealed, and I like started crying, And my husband looked at me like I was a damn crazy. He's like, "Are you about to cry right now?" I was like, "Shut up, leave me alone." And I like ran out of my house to go get my kids because it was such a sweet moment. Oh my God, it was so heartbreaking. But I finished that one. And that one, it's 269 pages. So I finished that one. And then I started because that was the last book that I had on my list of wanting to really read this week. And I finished it by Thursday. So I needed something else to read. So I went through, I have a little glass, like acrylic container, and I have like printed covers and they're like organized. So I went through and I wanted to do like more of like an academy setting. And I didn't realize the one that I picked is also a like a reverse harem situation. I really wouldn't call it a why choose because she doesn't really have a choice because it's bonds. And it's called Fracture Fates by Hannah Hayes. And it is the Arrowheart Academy series. So there's 5 books. And I started that one on Thursday and I finished it on Friday. I could not put it down because it is also a bully romance. And man, they're so mean to her. I have such a hard time. And like, she has a pet pig. And in this world, I don't know if she's considered fae. I'm not sure. She does magic and she's unregistered. And supposedly they are like a risk to the government, their government. Like everybody has to pull their weight, and if you're unregistered, you're supposedly this like evil person. So somebody is sent out, an assassin is sent to grab her and just bring her in. And she's either going to go to school because she's of age. You finish school there when you're 21. She's 20, and or she's going to go to like mine work or something like that. Um, but he doesn't really want to take her in, but he has to. And because he can feel the bond between them. She doesn't know anybody of this world, so she doesn't know what she's feeling. She doesn't understand that it's a bond. So he knows, and then he has his friend come help, but his friend is also feeling the bond, but he is fighting it. He does not want to have the bond with her. And so throughout the time, because he's also a professor at the school that she's at, he's trying really hard to figure out how to get rid of the bond. Mind you, at this day and age, bonds are not common anymore. They're not common. They're like woohoo. Like there's not a lot of people that are fated bonds. It's not very common. And for her to have two is a shock, but she doesn't even find out until the very end of the first book that that's what she was feeling. She had no idea. She thought it was just like a crush because she's never been around really men and she didn't know. So I give her that. But she has a little pet pig. And he's cute. He's sweet. Oh my God, I just love him to death. His name is Pip. And the entire school, all those kids call her Pig Girl. And they're just, man, they're evil. Evil, evil. And I noticed in this book, she is around 2 others. They're students. She's also feeling it, so she still thinks it's a crush. She has no idea. These guys know, but they're fighting it. They're fighting it hard, and they are probably the meanest some of the meanest people to her. And at the end, there's another assassin sent from another like gang to kill her, and he's now feeling it too. And I'm like, oh God, how is that going to happen? Because the original assassin, she calls him the man in black because he never tells her his name. He never does. And they hate each other. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I finished that one Friday and I gave that one, how many stars did I give that one? Oh, I gave that one 5 stars because I couldn't put it down. I couldn't. I tried. I really did. I tried to put it down and I was supposed to clean, do all this stuff. I didn't clean a damn thing that day. I couldn't stop reading. And then I immediately had to pick up Twisted Ties, which is the second book of the series. I mean, this is when I know I really like a series is when I cannot fathom thinking of like starting something else in between. I can't. I'm literally, it's like impossible for me right now to get torn away from these books. Like I'm having to read them back to back. But I've started that one on Friday and I finished it on Saturday. That one, so one bond is completely formed by this point, and a lot more stuff is going down. And she's figured out that her aunt that was raising her kept a lot of secrets, and she doesn't know why. She doesn't know who her mom is. She doesn't know anything, and she wants to know. And the professor can read her mind, but there are memories that are locked away, and she can't access them. And he is trying, but he can't. He's having a hard time. So she wants to figure out more about herself, which is her right. She should know more about herself, and nobody knows anything. So by the end, a second bond is formed. The other two guys at the school that are supposed to be bonded to her, I think they're starting to have a hard time fighting it. I think they're starting to struggle because in the third one, because I just started that one last night, he can't fight it anymore. He's having inner turmoil. He doesn't know what to do. It's really sad that they're going based off because they're so politic heavy. A lot of these, well, two of the guys at least are super into politics. One unwillingly, but his parents are in it, and so he has to. And then the other one, also his parents are in it, and he wants to be into politics anyways. But he's like, she's not going to help me. She's weak, and she is not weak. The things that she has to put up with from these people, I wouldn't put up with it. I would not put up with the shit that she's been putting up with. But I don't even think I'm 10% of the way through that book. But this one is shattered shattered stars. I think it's shattered stars or shattered souls or something like that. I can't remember. But I just started it last night, like right before bed, just real quick. Just wanted to kind of read a chapter or two this morning. I went and took a little bath and read like a chapter or two in the bathtub. So super quick. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying these books. I really do want to finish them, but I know this one I could probably finish it today. And I'm really hoping to finish it today because I can't get enough of that book, but I need to change color and I don't have my scissors next to me. But I am going to continue reading it because this week I'm doing a continuing series. So if you do want to watch that video, I would come check in next week and see, what books I'm reading, what series I'm trying to catch up on. But yeah, so I'm so glad you watched this video. I hope you enjoyed and that you like, comment, and subscribe down below. I want to talk to more people about books and chat, and I would love for you guys to chat with me down below in the comment section. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.